Doomposting, when someone expects the worst possible scenario regardless of there being evidence to support them. Doomposting over a Kingdom Hearts game isn't new. As we all know, Kingdom Hearts 3 felt like it took forever to release and there were memes that it'd never release. But Kingdom Hearts 3 had constant trailers, 24 to be exact, yet people were still unsatisfied with how long the game took, even though we as consumers were constantly getting fed. Fed so much so that the game didn't even have any surprises left for when we finally played the game. Now, I already spoke a lot about this in my first video, including an analysis of when Kingdom Hearts 4 should come out based on Square Enix's recent marketing tactics, but what I didn't include is this recent interview with Take-Two's head marketing director. This interview provided an insight into how big gaming companies have been approaching advertising games.
Is the development path for mobile substantially shorter than for console? And as a result, can you take more shots?
Yes and yes. Although we have found that, as in any entertainment business, throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks never works. You still have to be really selective. But if we release 1 or 2 new intellectual properties here in console and PC at most, we can launch 3 to 10 in mobile. And the timelines are quicker, the dev costs are lower. The marketing costs, however, are quite substantial, because even with regard to a very successful mobile title, we need to acquire users, and that's an expensive proposition with a payback period that is not current. So you'll have a spend, in this quarter, and your payback will occur over, for example, 2 years before you're in profitability for that cohort. So you have to have a balance sheet to support that, which we do.
One of the biggest questions right now in all of gaming, in entertainment generally, is when does Grand Theft Auto 6 come out? Which seems to be a very carefully held secret. Why is it so carefully held as a secret?
The anticipation for that title may be the greatest anticipation I've ever seen for an entertainment property, and I've been around the block a few times, and I've been in every entertainment business there is. We want to maintain the anticipation and the excitement. And we do have competitors who will describe their release schedule for years in advance. And we found that the better thing to do is to provide marketing materials relatively close to the release window in order to create that excitement on the one hand and balance the excitement with unmet anticipation. We don't always get it exactly right, but that's what we're trying to do.
This perfectly explains the reality of marketing games in 2025 that seemingly no one cares to understand. People just think that because there's no marketing, it means it's bad marketing. There hasn't been a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, GTA 6, or Silksong in years, yet people constantly make videos about them speculating when they'll release. Consumers are doing the marketing for them. They don't even need to do anything, and there's constant hype surrounding the games, which leads to whenever there's a big gaming showcase coming up, everyone expects to see them there.
All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Hearts 4 is arriving later this year.
And I'm guilty of this too, but the difference is that I'm not expecting Kingdom Hearts to show up. I just think there's always a chance. That chance is the hope that gets me through that day. And when it doesn't show up, there's always tomorrow, Insomniac's social media team recently replied to someone on Twitter regarding their Wolverine game, saying, "We're actively working on Marvel's Wolverine for PS5. We'll share news about the game when we are ready to share it." That will always be our answer. We can't act on everything requested when things take time, resources, and the green light to share them. The Wolverine game was announced in September 2021, so it's been even longer than Kingdom Hearts 4. But based on Insomniac's recent marketing tactics, Spider-Man 2's second trailer released just 5 months before the game released, so their Wolverine game can still get a new trailer in June and come out this year. So the same can theoretically be said about Kingdom Hearts 4 if they choose the same strategy. This doom and gloom over not getting anything needs to stop. We've received many interviews about Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link, including a huge interview in September of last year, so it's not like we've received literally nothing for 3 years. Some people claim that all they want to know is if the games are still alive, and I'm pretty sure these anniversary posts are more than enough. We usually don't get anything from the Japanese PR team for anniversaries, only the global English version posts something. But this year, the Japanese team started posting too, including in little Nomura messages. If we got nothing for the anniversary, people would be mad. If we got a short copy and paste post, people would be mad. We got cool Paupu fruit lore, and somehow some people still seem to be even more mad. But one thing I've learned through learning advertising is that you can never really satisfy consumers. They'll be unhappy no matter what. And it's not like the Missing Link team is even the same team that's making Kingdom Hearts 4, and some people think Missing Link delays affect 4's development, which is just untrue. We have to realize that we, Kingdom Hearts fans, you watching this video, aren't the only people that are going to buy their next big game. We're just a small fraction of the total amount of people that care for Kingdom Hearts. There's millions of Kingdom Hearts fans that don't consume Kingdom Hearts content daily and aren't actively losing their minds over when we can get a release date. The answer will come in time. Additionally, nowadays, games are usually only revealed when they're less than a year away. And I'm pretty sure everyone knows that at this point, which is why a lot of people complain that Square Enix announces a lot of their games so early. But think about it, would you rather have no idea that Kingdom Hearts 4 is in development for years? Or is it better that we already know that they've constantly been working on Kingdom Hearts 4 for over 3 years? Which technically we've already known about Kingdom Hearts 4 since September 13th, 2021 because of a Nvidia leak, so we would have just been begging for them to officially announce it. But they were a step ahead and decided to announce a big 20th anniversary event just 3 weeks later, and then during the actual event, they told us that they only announced Kingdom Hearts 4 so early so there wouldn't be any additional leaks. From a consumer standpoint, sure, it sucks that Square Enix seems to continue to reveal their games pretty early on, leading to around 3-year wait time from their announcement to release. But from a publishing point of view, Kingdom Hearts 4 getting revealed allowed more people to get interested in the franchise since they know their next big game is on the way. Let's imagine a timeline where they didn't announce Kingdom Hearts 4 for their 20th anniversary and followed a similar marketing outline to most game studios nowadays, which is to reveal the game around a year before release. Either people would be begging Square Enix for them to announce Kingdom Hearts 4 for years until they eventually give in, or we'd have to wait till around now for them to reveal the game now that we've gone closer to the release. Either way, we'd have complete radio silence for at least a few years, so please do some research before saying 3 years without a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer means the game is doomed.
The truth is what you see with your eyes, not what you hear.
And the statement that Square Enix always reveals their games very early on is just cherry picking. Visions of Mana was revealed during the 2023 Game Awards on December 8th and then came out 9 months later on August 29th, 2024. So the people saying Square Enix only reveals their games early on isn't even true, they're just hating just to hate. 1,000 people on the internet can feel like the entire world because who you surround yourself with dictates your thoughts and perspectives. So much so that if everyone around you is tired of waiting for Kingdom Hearts, you're more inclined to speak about your frustration too. I'm not saying it's wrong to being annoyed that we aren't getting any news, but you just have to compare what other studios are doing and not just hyperfixate on how many Kingdom Hearts releases we were getting 10, 20 years ago, and how it used to be so great and now everything sucks and they don't care about us. Look at the current gaming landscape and really think about it, because Square Enix isn't some enemy that takes forever to release games, but the public image of Square has gotten mostly wrongfully ruined due to some silly internet people that don't understand how game development and marketing works. After restarting development, Kingdom Hearts 3 took 4 years to make, not 6, not 14, 4. If we take a look at the official Global Missing Link Twitter page, there really aren't a lot of people that are constantly invested in anything Missing Link related, and one could argue that it's because not everyone uses Twitter, which is exactly right. Some people are more inclined to get their source of news through YouTube, which is more accessible. So, when a potential casual Kingdom Hearts fan that's played through some of the games, maybe even most of the games, look on YouTube and they see all this negativity surrounding Missing Link and so many people talking about how the game's probably going to get turned into a console game, they're going to think that that's exactly what's going to happen. I see so many people saying that it shouldn't take over 3 years to make a mobile game, but we literally don't know the reason for the delay. In a December 2023 interview, Nomura said they already shot all the cutscenes for the launch of the game, so I don't think the delay is related to the game itself. One of the very likely reasons for the delay is that they're simply waiting for the weather to be nicer in Japan and the Northern Hemisphere. I mean, Pokemon Go launched in July, when all the kids were either on or about to go on their summer vacation. With another reason being the SAG-AFTRA strikes. Disney character voices are listed as one of the companies involved striking against AI, and voice acting, especially dubbing, is one of the last things game developers do. The SAG-AFTRA strikes against video game employers went into effect on Friday, July 16th, which is around the time they supposedly planned on launching the game. If the strike is affecting Missing Link, it means that even if they had already recorded everything for launch, they wouldn't be able to add any new voiced content, which would obviously either halt updates or there'd be no voice acting, which would clearly doom the game. If the strikes aren't affecting Missing Link, they could just be waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4 to be closer to launch to be able to cross-promote the games, similar to Ever Crisis and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I feel like I have to mention this fact in every one of my videos to get people to understand. But of course, we don't know if all of these things are true or if none of them are. And a simple solution would obviously be for Square Enix's PR team to inform us about what's going on. But this circles back to one of my original points. Only the die-hard Kingdom Hearts fans are keeping up with the news. There hasn't been any real marketing for a KH game since Missing Link's latest trailer in October 2023. The casual Kingdom Hearts fans have probably forgot about Kingdom Hearts 4, and especially a mobile game. Sure, they may check in on the games to see if there's been any updates, but not everyone sits around all day looking for a droplet of Kingdom Hearts news. People have things to do. And I clearly don't, hence I'm making this video for the people that also don't have anything better to do. The Square Enix marketing team shouldn't be focused on the few thousands of people eagerly waiting and keep giving us news. Instead, they should wait till everything's ready and showcase the best product possible, when everything has a concrete date to release and is almost ready. They obviously don't want to make a similar mistake as they did last year and to launch pre-registration vouchers only for them not to work due to an internal delay. Or when they told us that Dark Road's next update is releasing next winter, and then change their plans and drop the entire rest of the game during the following summer. I understand that people just want their hands on Missing Link already, so do I, but there's so much beta content out there on YouTube. And if you're one of those people that just listen to a quick synopsis or summary video for the Kingdom Hearts Missing Link beta cutscenes, you're missing out on so much more. I highly suggest you watch the cutscenes yourself, and don't just watch one cutscene video, check around a few of them, because some videos skip over some scenes, like the Dive to the Heart section. There's NPC interactions, special arena bosses, and so much more. People want news, people want a trailer, but all it takes is a quick YouTube search to find something new about the game. I've seen hours of gameplay of Missing Link, but still stumble upon and learn new things from watching videos, hence how I find so many Kingdom Hearts related posts and post something new daily. So I want to continue spreading this message across the Kingdom Hearts community, so we can stop dwelling in darkness and can rise to the surface to awaken anew. As I said in my pinned comment under my first video, I created KHTomorrow to spread hope and positivity. I want to take responsibility to inform the YouTube audience of any future Kingdom Hearts news that other creators don't cover, alongside addressing misinformation. That's not to say you should go and attack the creators that I put in my thumbnail, but if you are one of these creators, I hope you can take away something from this video. I conducted a poll about Doomposting and the results were extremely split, which I wasn't expecting. Maybe people just like to Doompost because it brings them a sense of comfort, to try and speak out and revolt against not getting any info and think they're actually doing the community a favor. But in my opinion, poking fun at games for taking too long to release and not giving any news is just a reflection of the fans' own incompetence to have media literacy and some common game dev and marketing knowledge. Nonetheless, I hope you understand that purely speaking about your negative feelings towards the games to an audience of people with a thumbnail like this isn't doing the community any justice, and it's just disrespectful to the people working on the game and the fans that want to stay positive and away from all the negativity. Even if you're not a Kingdom Hearts creator and just a fan, I hope you can find another game to occupy yourself with until peak returns. Kingdom Hearts isn't over, and neither am I. I'm actively working on my Sigurd theory that I announced in my last video, but before that comes out, I'll release a video on missing a link with a perspective that you're not expecting. May your hearts be your guiding key, and may tomorrow bring us closer to reconnecting Kingdom Hearts.